Hello. Nobody's in here. Just waiting for this to kick off. We're making beef stew today. Hello all, welcome in. So you can see what I'm doing. Here we go. Depackaging my meat. Now I'm going to cut the bones off, but I'm going to leave them in there. This is beef stew, y'all. What I'm going to do is cut the bones and drop them in the pan and just let them steep with everything. Pull them out at the end. Add some great flavor. Never waste your bones. I don't know. We ain't taking a chance. Now I'm leaving the fat on this. It'll slowly cook off, y'all. Don't be worried about a little fat. Right now I'm just chopping this into bite-sized pieces. I'm using the Betty Crocker cookbook for this recipe today. The bridal edition. It's their, I'm doing a combination of their burgundy beef stew and their low-fat beef stew. Got my burner on high. Appreciate y'all for joining me. We are making beef stew. Right now I've just got my beef bones searing in the pan, and then I'm gonna sear off my actual beef. I'm doing this live. To me, this is fun. I don't know if y'all like cooking. If you have questions, ask. This is fun to me. And this is going to take all day to cook, so. Eventually, I'm going to stick it in the oven. Now, if you don't have a big enough pot, you can do this part in stages. There we go. Always change cutting boards. And always wear gloves. This calls for a lot of onions. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I'm going to add a little salt and pepper to this. I need to get more salt in here. There we go. Now I'm going to brown this off really good, and I'm going to toss every ingredient into the same bowl as I do this here in a minute. Oh, let's see here. Dump that into there in a minute. Now I'm going to get my onions chopped up. Time to cry. This calls for 4 medium onions, 6 slices of bacon, which I don't have, so I'm doing what I can with what I got. And that's all you can do. I'm having ADD brain today. Just ignore that. Now you don't have to cook this all the way through. All you're doing is searing it and getting that fond on the bottom. Because this is going to cook for several hours. I'm just doing this in big chunks. It will cook down. Where's my butter? There it is. Turn that down because that's cast iron, so it's going to hold the heat for a while. Touch of butter. Again, just rough chop your onions and get them in your pan. Yes, you'll hear me make the weirdest noises. If you're not neurodivergent, you won't understand the weird noises, and I understand that. Caramelized, add flavor, 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 flavor everywhere. Now me, I don't typically follow recipes, okay? I'm following a recipe in the loosest possible sense of the word. I'm using the ingredients, but not the directions. That's a typical neurodivergent thing too, I think. While that cooks down, how many carrots do I? Medium carrots. Be right back, gotta wash my carrots. You know what, folks? I'm hungry. Fuck it. I don't know if you're actually in here or not, but if you are, you're invited to dinner. If anybody wants to gift me anything, a wooden cutting board would be nice. Okay, here. Okay, that got hot. Come on, stay in there properly. Okay, here. I didn't get them all out, but I got 99%. Let's go for a couple of minutes. Pinch of soap to bring out some of the moisture. Okay, now while those cook, we're going to wash and quarter some mushrooms. And this is why I don't like picking produce from the grocery store sometimes. Oh, there's Lucky. I'm just quartering these. I want them bite size. I'm just taking a damp paper towel and wiping them off. Just be gentle with them. If they're bigger like this one, do them a little smaller. And I'm using all these mushrooms. You don't have to. I just got them and they won't get used any other way. So, that lid on there for a few minutes to let them steam a bit. Now remember, this is going to cook for hours, folks. This isn't going to be a 5-minute cook. I'm starting this 11:30. I think I've been on here for 15 minutes. So this is going to, I'm going to take this once it's done on the stove and I'm going to stick it in the oven. Let it cook low and slow all day long. I'm using stems and hats. I don't care. We like our mushrooms here. If you're all just joining me, I'm making beef stew. I've got some carrots in the pot right now. I'm cutting up some mushrooms. I got onions and beef I've cooked down already. They're sitting here in this bowl. They're still pretty solid. I just want to split them down a little bit. There we go. Ah, right, come here. We're not losing any of y'all today. There we go. Stick all those tomatoes in the freezer. That had a pretty long stem. Hope everybody's doing good today. I hope my phone stay. There we go. Oh, thank you to whoever's sticking around. I'm making beef stew. Once I get this done, I'll dump everything back into the pan. Add the flour. Mix it with some water. After I add the beef broth and everything, get it up to a boil. Just let it smoke up. These are some dirty mushrooms this time around. Turn that down till I'm done. Back up for a few minutes after that. Hello, hello all. We're making beef stew today. I've got my carrots, onions, and beef all cooked up. I don't think this one calls for potatoes, but I'm going to add some potatoes to it here in a little bit. I'm cutting up and cleaning up mushrooms. I'm using a combination of recipes. Kind of cooking from the heart comes from the family thing. How I was taught. I know a lot of you probably heard, season until your ancestors say that's enough, dear. A couple more mushrooms. I'm just using a whole 16-ounce container. You don't have to use as much. And you can clean them and chop them and have everything ready to dump in before if you want. I just don't like doing that. My ADD brain don't like that. It likes a little chaos. Ooh, that's a really dirty bitch. Dirty bitch, dirty bitch, dirty bitch. Okie dokie. Pinch of salt. Pepper. Couple dashes of thyme. That's fancy. to make more butter. Come on, melt off there. Okay. Now this is confit garlic. I make this myself. I'm just adding a few cloves. And a little bit of oil. Turning this right back up. And I'm going to make a roux. I'll give this a little bit to fry once you add your flour. My flour is pretty dark, but that's just the color for everything in there right now. I'll add the beef beans back in a minute. Right now I'm just coating everything in the flour. Added a good glug of Worcestershire sauce. Now I'm going to add enough water to cover. Turn that up just a bit because this is cold water. And I'm turning it way, way down. Almost covered. Almost enough water. I'm going to add 2 more cups because this is going to thicken and cook down over hours. And you can always add more liquid. This called for 1.5 cups of red wine or beef broth. Well, I'm adding more. Now I have beef bouillon cubes. Once these are gone, I'm getting powder. I prefer the powder. Most recipes call for powder. This one called for 1 teaspoon of beef granules. Well, I'm adding extra because I don't have any beef broth, so. If you have beef broth, don't add as much beef bouillon. But as y'all saw, I'm using straight water. Hey, Pebbles! Pebbles!
Try Puffs Plus lotion for lotions that are sore and red and make cold and flu season a soothing time instead.
We like ours really beefy. Remember, flavor it to your own taste. Flavor to your own liking, folks. There we go. This will set right on top. Little extra never hurt nobody. Salt. Don't need much. Remember, always adjust your seasonings at the end. I will probably add more salt and pepper later. Now I'm going to cover this, bring it to a boil while I heat up the oven. And move my tray. Just to be safe. Oh, I did convection oven. Shoot, clear, bake, 350. There we go. Okay, while this comes to a boil, I'm going to clean up. I'm a bull in a china shop. My family knows this. No, we just finished beef stew. I'm just waiting for that to come to a boil, and I'm going to stick it in the oven on 350 for the rest of the day. It's just about there. Once the oven is heated, it'll go straight into the oven. It should be delicious this evening. It is a cool day. It's going to be in like the 70s today, I think. After Monday, it drops here. So beef stew is going to be perfect. It's been cool at night, warm during the day. Perfect time for stews. Now about an hour or two before I'm done cooked, before this is done, I'm going to slice and add potatoes into it and let it cook down with some potatoes in it. Always add extra thickness, and you can always add water. I think I should make more butter tomorrow. Okay. Starting to boil. Grab my... Why did I do that? Okay. Into the oven she goes. About 2 o'clock my time, I will put in the potatoes. I'll cut up and put the potatoes in. Till then, I'm gonna clean up, get dishes done. Got a lot to do. Gotta make some tea. I will see you all later. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you all learned something. If you have any questions, message me. I will be more than happy to answer them. Love you guys. Oh, come on. There it goes.